Come on, Esther. This is our little greeting routine. Sit. That we've been teaching Esther. And it's a real life way to practice some of her commands. For example, there's a sit. I stepped away from her. She stayed there. She's waiting until I come back next to her. If she pops up, I'm going to say no. So if she pops up, I'm going to say no. And kind of reset her by doing this little circle where she turns away from her mistake. And she's really excited because she really likes cruise a lot. And of course, this is only after 7 days of training, so this is very much a work in progress, but this is how far we've gotten so far. So she sits and waits till I come back, and notice I'm not restraining her. The leash is loose. No. Make sure she waits until you actually send her over. So with my right hand, I'm going to pat her chest and say, go say hi. Get the treat. Come. And I call her to come. Good. So you get to practice a sit, stay, sit. Good. You get to practice a sit, stay, a sit, stay, stepping away from her, she waits. You go over and give the new person a treat. Doesn't have to be a new person, just anybody actually. Whenever she's excited, this is a great exercise to do because it teaches her self-control and teaches her to be calmer. And then you come back over, she waits to go, be sent over. She takes a treat from the person, come. We call her back. Good. It's a great way to practice your recall, your come command. We'll just do it one more time. Sit. Good. Sit, stay, step away, person gets a treat, go back next to her. No, make sure she waits. See, all I did was just a little, it's like a signal. It's not a correction even, it's just like a no, and she'll go back. Because you want to be super gentle with her, of course. Go say hi. And come. Good, and that's a little greeting routine. Okay, come on, let's go. This little mat exercise we've been practicing with her. Sit, and then we say, go to your mat, and then we say down. She goes down. Good, because we're in the process of teaching her what down means, and she's doing pretty well. This is just 1 week of practice. Good. When you practice on this mat, and this mat is not a doggy bed, it's just only specifically for this. Good. This one behavior where she goes into a down and she stays there until she's released. It's the fast track to teaching the dog a down stay. Good. And all these things that we're doing with her, really, it's great that she's very well trained and she'll have a great recall and sit stay and down stay and all that, but really, good. We're after the byproduct of how we do this is what matters. We want her to be calmer and happier. Good. Just on free time, just 24/7. And so we're doing these commands and these exercises in a way that affects her whole life and changes her, makes her calmer, happier, more secure. Good. She'll feel safer if somebody's doing this just a couple minutes a day with her. And notice we already have a little downstay where we can walk around both ways and she doesn't pop up. Doing it with this mat is a fast track. Good. To teaching her a solid downstay. And of course, you've seen me in this video. You've seen me only say the commands once. So of course, we teach her, we say down or sit or come. We only say it once. So that's how we practice. And that's how she's learning. Good. Because good. Any kind of training that's meaningful is just going to be you saying it one time and she does it. So that's the way we practice. You practice in the way that you want it to be in real life. So we'll never repeat a command. And of course, if she popped up before I released her, I'd say no and just do a little do-over circle, put her back. She wouldn't get a reward until I did something like maybe walk around her again and she had a little success. And then I would pay her a little doggy treat. Good. So that's how far we've gotten so far. But later on, it'll be inside my house. I'll go outside, knock on the door, ring the doorbell, come back in, she'll be like this. I'll leave the yard, come back, she won't get up for anything. And then that's the kind of downstay she'll have anywhere, because after a few weeks of doing this, another couple of weeks of doing this, she'll be able to do this without the mat anywhere. That's our goal. Okay, she waits to be released. Okay, come on, sweetie. Okay. And then, okay, come on, sit. And we release her to be free. Go. And they love doing this so much that very often a dog doesn't want to leave because they love playing this game. They love doing the mat exercise. That's why it's such a powerful exercise. They learn a downstay really quickly because of how we're teaching her the downstay. She wants to do it. She's having fun. She didn't want to leave that mat, so she has no idea she's being trained. She just thinks that we're playing this fun game. Sit. Good. So we always practice this boundary training routine. She sits. If she gets up, you say no. And you just do it over again. See how she's already trying to help me? She turns away herself. We put her back. Usually you just apply just a little bit of slight tension and her butt goes back down now. You don't have to push her down with your other hand. So I step in. I step back next to her. She waits till I come back. Okay. She comes in with me, and I'm going to do it on the way out as well, just to show you this is what we're doing all day long with her. So close the door. Okay, so we say sit. We open the door. There's a very excited dog in here. We step out. No. Let's do that again. Sit. So we open the door. We step out. She waits till I come back next to her. I say, okay. She walks out with me. Make sure she doesn't pull you through. And of course, when you're by yourself, you have to go and close the door yourself. Do a little circle, sit, and then release her to be free. Go, and she's free. And she has time out in the yard. This is the routine that we go through all day long with her. Every time she comes in, we do that. Every time she goes out, we do that. So it's a little bit of training throughout the day. And just a short period, having a short little success, and then free time.